How's everybody doing? This is Ruben once again with Philosophy. I want to thank you for watching this video. If you liked any of my past videos or this video, please subscribe to my channel. It would be greatly appreciated. Today I want to talk about the power of quieting your mind to manifest. What is the power behind it, and why is it so important to quiet your mind? And that has always been a spiritual principle throughout all of spirituality, all religions, and so forth. And that is the power of quieting your mind, of meditating, of taking it slow, not worrying about things, keeping your mind quiet, clear, and free. And that is how you will find, peace, truth, everything you need in life. And throughout history, this has always been the case. It's always been quieting your mind. Why is quieting your mind or calming yourself down an important aspect of spirituality? Think about it. Nobody's really asking that question. Like, why is quieting your mind that way? Well, it's to put it very simply, it makes you feel good. When you're quieting your mind and you're not having a million thoughts going through, your mind is quiet. You're not thinking about much. You find peace. You find your inner self. You feel good. It feels good because you're in peace. Now, I'm about to share with you why it's so important to quiet your mind when you're manifesting, and how it makes it so powerful. If even movies talk about this, like movies like Harry Potter and all these, magical movies, they talk about how quieting your mind is very important, and how quieting your mind is an aspect of importance when you're manifesting, when you're trying to create things in your life. And I'm going to get into that as to why it's so important. It is very important. It is very beneficial. When you're quieting your mind, well, first off, we've talked about how to manifest, how to create. And if you're barely watching this video and you want to get that information, go look at my past videos. I talk about how to manifest, how to create. I talk about it a lot in my videos. Specifically, check out the philosophy motivational videos. Creating things in your life, manifesting things in your life is very simple. All you have the creating is done through your mind, through your brain. We talked about how the brain is a receiver and a transmitter of frequency, and it's been scientifically proven. Your thoughts are frequencies. Every time you think a thought, you're broadcasting a frequency. When you're having an emotion, you're broadcasting a frequency. Thus, you're broadcasting out of your brain 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And depending on your DNA, how your DNA pattern is, and that comes to be from, just the cards you were dealt with, including inheritance, you're vibrating that as well. A good example was if you go to the doctor is going to ask you about your family history. Is there a family history of this disease? Is there a family history of that disease? And if there is, the doctor is going to tell you, hey, watch out, keep an extra eye out on this. It's very important because you are more likely than not to, come across, this disease. So preventatives are then established at that point. But depending, on your DNA frequency, that is what you're vibrating 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that is what you're experiencing in your life, in your reality. Apart from the DNA frequency, your brain Whenever you think a thought, you're broadcasting a frequency apart from the DNA automatic frequency that you're vibrating. And the thought frequency is much more powerful than the DNA frequency. It's much more powerful, and it has the power to supersede whatever you're vibrating 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if you're vibrating poverty in your DNA, your thoughts are powerful enough to supersede that frequency, counteract it by thinking positive. This is why reading books, listening to audios, watching videos like this on an ongoing basis to change your thought process, to make you think differently, is very important, because that's the way you can counteract your DNA frequency if there's any flaws in there. And plus, you have the ability also, by changing your thoughts, to change that DNA pattern, the DNA frequency, to change it for the better. This is how dynasties are built, royal families are built, and this is why the bloodline is so sacred, right? They don't want to intermarry, because once that DNA pattern is changed, you know, you have the power, you know, you have that great gene. And this is why, you know, throughout history, that has always been. And, you know, it's very understandable. If you're an average Joe and you have a daughter, and your daughter falls in love with this drug addict or homeless person, you don't want that for your daughter. You'll try to prevent that. Well, the same thing with, you know, hiring people. You know, if you look at the movie Titanic, this is a great example. You know, there's two classes of people, the higher end and the lower end, and they never intermingled with each other. That, I mean, not saying that that's right or wrong, it's irrelevant. I'm just giving you a history lesson. So your thoughts are more powerful than that DNA frequency, and your thoughts have the power to change that DNA pattern that is established. So you can, moving forward, future generations can start vibrating differently. Now, the frequency that is broadcast out of your brain is sent out into the universe or to God, and thus that is coming back to you. We hear religious phrases like karma, words, what goes around comes around. Do to others what you want done unto you, so forth, right? We can keep going. It's basic information. I don't want to touch too much on it because